What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. We are back here on Madden 25 here for another rebuild, and today we have ourselves the Carolina Panthers. This is the first team I did when I first came back, the first Madden 25 rebuild we did, and now here we are once again for one reason only. And that is because Bryce Young has been playing pretty well lately. He does play the Philadelphia Eagles before I'm recording this. I'm recording this the day before, Saturday night. So obviously Philly's defense is tough. He may not have the greatest game against them, or maybe he'll go out there and shock the world, who knows. But the reason why we're doing this is because in that first Panthers rebuild that I did, we didn't even have real draft classes first and foremost, and I immediately replaced him also. But with the way he's been playing, I kind of want to give him a chance throughout the video. So today's goal is to try to build the Carolina Panthers around Bryce Young. Don't give up on him, and make sure to see if we can get a Super Bowl with Bryce Young as the starting quarterback for the Panthers. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one and subscribe if you're new to this channel. As always, greatly appreciated. So, like I said, the Carolina Panthers, when we last talked about them, they're still not in the greatest spot in the world. They also trade Deontay Johnson since we last did a video on them. And Bryce Young, Andy Dalton have been kind of starting. Obviously, Andy Dalton started for a little bit, and then he got hurt in like a car wreck or something, and then Bryce Young's kind of been starting ever since, I think. And he's actually been playing fairly well. Really had a chance to upset the Bucks last week. Unfortunately, Chuba Hubbard had a nasty fumble, but he's been playing pretty good, man. So I thought Dave Canales was a good hire because he obviously was a huge part of Baker Mayfield developing again. And if he could do that same thing with Bryce Young, obviously the Panthers would feel a lot better because they, passing CJ Stroud. Stroud's kind of struggled this year a little bit too. Regardless, though, if Bryce Young's going to be the guy, we're going to find out today. He's only a 73 overall, so this might be a challenging task. But regardless, today, the challenge is we cannot replace him no matter what. He has to be the starter throughout the video. So this may not lead to Super Bowl, but that is a challenge we're going to rock with. So Xavier Legette, Chuba Hubbard, who they recently extended, and he's been really good this season as well. Thielen had a nasty catch last week, just a veteran wide receiver. And yeah, there's obviously a lot we still need to address on this team. Like the one corner piece we have on defense is basically JC Horn. And after that, there's pretty much nothing that I like here. So a lot of work to do. So let's just go ahead, get straight into the offseason because we obviously know we're not making the playoffs. As I said, I'm recording this right before the Philadelphia game tomorrow, but you guys won't see this until Monday, which I had to advance a week to load a draft class. But I've done enough yapping. Let's just get to the offseason and start rebuilding the Panthers around Bryce Young. We finished the season at 5-12, and we're going to be going in with about $62 million in cap space. But overall, let's look at the stats as the Falcons got the redemption and actually won the Super Bowl and beat the Chiefs. So you had 14-11 from Bryce Young, Chuba Hubbard, 9 touchdowns, 1,100 yards, Xavier Legette, 500 yards, 500 from Thielen. But overall, as we all are very aware, this team needs a massive overhaul. There's a lot of talent that needs to be acquired on this team, and it's pretty much a blank slate, really. We have a couple pieces to like, but mostly it's not great. So we're going to accept the 5th-year option on Ike Mekwonu. Jordan Fuller will probably just let go. Shaq Thompson, who got hurt earlier in the season. Corbett we can let go. I'm pretty much going to be going super young here, which is why we're going to let some of these vets go. But yeah, there's really not a ton of guys I want to keep around. I am tempted to keep, obviously Shaq Thompson though. But the fact that he got injured and it was a pretty nasty injury, I think I might just let him go. We could keep Fuller just because we need something in the secondary, so we'll keep him. But I think I'm gonna let everyone else walk, and we're gonna move on from Shaq Thompson because of the injury. And the Panthers let Frankie Louvu go. As a Commanders fan, he has been awesome to have. I'm super happy about having him on our team. But like I said, no matter what, we're not moving on from Bryce Young. He'll be the starter regardless of how this video goes. Even if we never make the playoffs, it doesn't matter. We got to roll with Bryce Young. So let's go ahead and see what the lineup's going to look like now. So Bryce Young, Chuba Hubbard, Jonathan Brooks, who just recently made his debut, was on IR for a lot of the season. You have Thielen, Xavier Legette, Jalen Coker, who could be really good as well. Offensive line is actually decent for what it's worth. And then a certain position definitely needs addressed a little bit. But honestly, there's no real position I want to go after. Corner is the one, and then Derek Brown, also him being back, will help too. I forgot about him being hurt as well. So let's just go ahead and get into free agency. All we're really going to do, I think, is sign as many young guys as possible, and we'll just kind of see what's available to us. So we have made 5 offers in free agency, and as you guys can tell, there is a trend here. We're going for 27 and younger. So Ernest Jones, I think, would be a really good get. A young 25-year-old middle linebacker. See if we could develop him into something. Brandon Stevens might get outbid by the Texans. I thought he'd be a solid corner two from the Ravens, but the Texans look like they're going to offer him a ton of money. Tutu Atwell, I think would have a really good opportunity here in Carolina to become a good wide receiver. And Isaiah Simmons, who obviously got drafted pretty high in his draft, hasn't really blossomed anywhere, but he'd have an opportunity here. And then same thing with Baron Browning. So we can get like 4 or 5 or 5 or 5. That'd be awesome. Preferably 4 or 5. So we get Ernest Jones, Tutu Atwell, and Isaiah Simmons. So we miss out, of course, on Baron Browning, which sucks. Then we also miss out on Brandon Stevens, which would have been cool as well, but it is what it is. You can't do much about it. So let's just scroll through every position. So we're not signing a quarterback. Running back, we don't need. Wide receiver, we got Tutu Atwell, and I think that's a really solid get. Tight end, just not a lot of talent here. Offensive line is actually decent. I don't think there's like a young center we can go after, so that'll probably have to be drafted. And we'll just start whoever we have now there. Right tackle. So like I said, everything's kind of filled out there. D tackle, you do have Tershawn Wharton, who I actually think would be a solid get. So let's go after him as well, because our D tackle depth obviously isn't good. 27 kind of fits the theme of what we're looking for. Just going to make sure we pick up anything else we may not see, but we're not going to get him anyway. Fowler's had a good season for Washington. Gross, Montos, Sampson. So there is some guys here we could grab, but probably just wait till the draft for that. We missed out on Baron Browning, middle linebacker. We could still bring back Shaq Thompson, but we did get Ernest Jones to replace his services. Dre Greenlaw, David Long, and then corners last but not least. Is there anything here? There's like Isaiah Rodgers. There's Xavier Howard down here and stuff like that. I guess we can go after Isaiah Rodgers and just kind of bring him in to just strengthen this room a little bit. But obviously, you know, as you guys can see, this is not going to be an overnight, process. There's going to be a lot of work still to do. So that's going to be the 2 offers we make, Wharton and Isaiah Rodgers. I don't know. We're probably not going to get either of them, to be honest. So yeah, so our 3 signings are Simmons, Atwell, and Ernest Jones, which isn't bad. It's not great, but it isn't bad. So now we can head to the draft and continue to build through the draft. And the beautiful part is we don't have to worry about drafting quarterbacks. So basically everything is going to be built through the draft for the most part. Only got 3 players in free agency in the offseason. So we'll be picking at number 9 overall. So we don't have like the number 1 overall pick like the Panthers have had lately. So we're going to have a really solid pick. So honestly, there's like no position that's off limits here. We could go a number of directions. We're not taking a quarterback, as I've mentioned several times. But we do have, a couple linemen, but I don't think I'm going to go that route. Travis Hunter still being on the board is criminal. Yeah, I'm going to turn this in. He should not be on the board at all. So welcome to Carolina, Travis Hunter. Easy selection, no brainer. As soon as I saw his name, yeah, that's going to be the guy we take. So Carolina getting Travis Hunter would be pretty nasty for them. He could play wide receiver corner, but in this draft class, he's listed as corner, and that's fine. I know there's some buzz about him maybe playing both in the NFL. We'll see if that ends up happening. But we do have a 44th overall pick, so let's see what we can get here. John Walker was someone we were looking at in round 1. We could grab our center here as well. We do need a new center up front. So Eli, or let's see what wide receivers are available. Is there any like good wide receiver left that we maybe should take a look at? Because we definitely need some talent there. We drafted, obviously we got Tutu Atwell, but that's not. Evan Stewart out of Oregon. Probably won't go for him. If that was one of the other Oregon wide receivers, I might be all over it. So Evan Stewart we already looked at. Is there any Kyron Lacey? Yeah, so there's no solid wide receiver. So I do think we're just going to take our center here. I already took Jonah in the last video, so I'm going to take the Kentucky center this time around. That way we have our franchise center as well. Hopefully he'll be good. So, bad pick. That's pretty trash. So that was our 2nd round pick. Not great, but he might still end up being better than what we have currently, hopefully, or we just, made a really bad selection. Oh, well, what can you do? We can't do anything about it now. So 3rd round pick, Drew Allers on the board, linebacker. We can take Texas A&M left in. We can take a strong safety, Jalen Catalan out of UNLV. So there is some solid players, but I'm definitely going to look at, we can look at Mr. Shamar Stewart here. So yeah, I think we can take Shamar Stewart. And this will be our last pick, and we'll let the assistant GM take the rest. So hidden dev, left in, pretty solid. All right. So honestly, first offseason was okay, nothing special, but I think getting Travis Hunter was amazing. I mean, that outweighs everything else we just did in the draft, honestly. So got some more pieces, definitely a lot more work still to do, but hopefully we can get some good stats and good play from Bryce Young again in this full season. We're definitely not making the playoffs. Still a lot of work to be done on the offense and defense, but I'm okay with the start we have so far. So the lineup for year 2 is looking like this. We have Chuba Hubbard, Jonathan Brooks, Bryce Young as a 2nd overall, Thielen and Tutu Atwell, Xavier Legette, Iquanu, Damian Lewis, The center we took, who will start, thankfully, because, you know, I guess, you know, technically this other guy's better, but I don't think he's actually a center, which is why he's not starting. So not bad on the offense. Definitely a lot more work to be done. Defensively, Ernest Jones, Davion Clowney, Jordan Fuller, JC Horn. Obviously, Travis Hunter, JC Horn is disgusting going forward, so I'm feeling pretty good about that. We'll start Stewart at right end right away, and we didn't get a D-tackle or anything like that. So not bad. Obviously, like I said, a lot more work still to do, but for the main thing we need to see is we hopefully need to see good stats out of Bryce Young. Like I said, no matter what, we're not changing a thing. Now, I think in order to get the best possible bang is we got to change the playbook. And I don't like doing this, but it is the key to being successful in Madden sometimes, it feels like. So we are going to just go to Dallas's playbook because that might give Bryce Young a chance to be really good. We'll see if that ends up being the case, but that's kind of what we need. We need a jolt like that. So we're going to go to Dallas's. We're going to go Kansas City too, but I'm going to do Dallas's. We'll rock with that for season 2, and we'll see if that helps Bryce Young develop a little bit. So 7-4 overall. Hopefully we can have a good season. Obviously, we're probably not going to make the playoffs, but who knows? When you have the Cowboys playbook, anything's possible, it feels like. So we'll see how season number 2 goes. And just like that, as I said, when you have Dallas's playbook, anything is possible, as we actually made the playoffs at 10-7. Yeah, I didn't see that coming, to be honest with you, but that's a good sign that Bryce Young is working, so I guess we can't be too mad, right? We draw the other Cats, which is the Lions in the playoffs, and we're going to have them coming into Carolina. Yeah, wild stuff, man, but hey, I'll take it. So let's take a look at the player stats and kind of see how Bryce Young did. So offense was 8th in the NFL, and yeah, it worked, it looked like. And defensively, 24th in the NFL. So if this is how good our offense can be now, and Bryce Young, terrific season, he should at least jump up to star dev, if I had to guess, with this season. 40-13, this is what we wanted to see. Hubbard had a good season as well, 1,000 yards, 10 touchdowns. Adam Thielen was incredible, but he probably won't be sticking around, unfortunately. Leggett was good as well. Tutu Atwell was good. So overall, I mean, obviously no complaints from me. This was a good season. Derek Brown was great. Stewart, our rookie, was fantastic, which is awesome. 6 from JC Horn, 5 from Ernest Jones, 3 from Travis Hunter. I'm assuming he's going to be superstar right away. Yeah, so, I mean, that number is ugly. 39 as a corner is an ugly number, but whatever. We'll address that later. So let's go ahead, jump into this playoff game. I was not expecting to be in the playoffs this quickly, I'm going to be honest with you. But hey, we're here now, and we'll go see if we can perform against the Detroit Lions. If we somehow win a playoff game or two, I'm going to be in shock. I'm just going to be up front with you. All right, so wildcard weekend in Carolina. Jared Goff and the Lions coming into Carolina. So let's see how this is going to go. And we will go up 3-0. Defense gets a stop. I mean, I'm assuming the Lions are going to score a lot on us if I had to guess because, like I said, our defense isn't that great. There's still so much we need to do. And the fact that we're here right now is just, we're obviously so far ahead, and it looks like we might crumble and fold in the, well, we tie it up. So Bryce Young playing great so far, but the Lions, oh, I thought they were going to kick a game-winning field goal. So they score a touchdown. I'm not going to jump in and score. Dude, this is, the fact that we're even here is crazy. So let's just see if Bryce Young, 1:30 left on the clock. Let's go see if he, actually, let's slow this down. Ooh, he's balling right now. So let's skip the moment. So we're just going to watch play-by-play. So it's 47 seconds left. We need a touchdown. Does he do it? 3rd and 4, 43 seconds. We do have a timeout, and he gets a 12-yard reception to Outwell. All right, this is going to be interesting. Do we tie it? Oh my gosh, this is crazy. No way we're about to actually do it. Okay, hold on. Let me jump in. What, can I jump in? Or I think I messed up. That's 2. Or no, I jumped in. Okay, so what I wanted. All right, let's jump in and see. 4th and 8. So this is one play touchdown territory. Let's see if we can make this happen. I don't know if we're going to be able to. Even if we miss this, I'm not going to be too mad at myself. Yeah, that was not the right read. Yeah, that was stupid. I don't even know. I mean, we were about to lose anyway, so it's no big deal, but that was not the correct read at all. I just made Bryce Young look so stupid. But hey, the fact that we were here is crazy. But I just forced it to Atwell for no reason. That was so dumb. I shouldn't have jumped in. I should have just let it happen. But it is what it is. There's still so much work to do. I'm not even worried about it. The fact that we've been here this quickly is insane, to be honest. And it low-key kind of hurts us because we need to build this roster out. We're not going to have great draft picks, but hopefully we can hit big in free agency, I guess. We are going to have a lot of cap space in free agency with $129 million, which is great. I'm assuming Bryce Young's 5th-year option is this offseason, right? Or where we have to accept it, which he's up to star dev. Yeah, so obviously with the way he just played, we have to. JC Horn, Travis Hunter and JC Horn is going to be such a nasty duo, and I'm so excited to have that going forward. So, yeah, Travis Hunter falling to us was insane. So we get JC Horn back. Taylor Moden is a free agent. DJ Wanham is a free agent. Coker, Dane Jackson. So honestly, not too much to worry about here, which is good. Thielen, he had a great season for us, but obviously we're going to need to get a younger wide receiver. But we're going to get Jake Moody to come back. And then Moten, I think I will try to keep just because, you know, he's a veteran. He's familiar with the system, so we can get him. He's not interested. That's fine. I could franchise tag him, but we're not going to do that. So let's just go into free agency, and we'll see what we can, you know, accomplish in free agency. I also want to see how much guys developed with the playoff run we had. We saw Bryce Young went up to star, which is great, which is what we wanted. We wanted him to become great for us, and first season goes extremely well with him. A full season of him starting consistently. So Bryce Young, Chuba Hubbard, Brooks, all looks good. Leggett is up to 78. And wow, our tight end made a massive jump as well, which is great. So he was fantastic. So don't even need to worry about a tight end. So we really just need a wide receiver 1. Because Atwell and Leggett, I can get behind. Running back is fine, clearly. And offensive line, right tackle is pretty much what we need on the on the offensive line. So, and then defensively, we need interior D linemen, clearly. Our cornerback room looks incredible, but another corner wouldn't hurt. Linebackers. So, wow, this is growing at a quicker rate than I thought. So let's go see what we can do in free agency, see if there's any good players here. We do have a ton of cap space, so let's see if we can continue to rehaul the roster. So we have made 4 offers in free agency, and 3 of them are incredible players, or I guess 2 of them, I should say. So we're going for Leo Chenal, who's a superstar X Factor, which would be awesome. Greg Newsome as our 3rd corner, Quay Walker as our other linebacker, and then Luke as our right tackle. So if we can get Leo Chenal, Greg Newsome, and Quay Walker, I'd be so excited adding them to this defense. Leo Chenal obviously is the most important one, and we get all 4. That is a massive, massive haul in free agency. 27 and younger as well, getting Leo Chenal from, I think, the Kansas City Chiefs, right? That's massive. I mean, just absolutely incredible what we just got there. Now, unfortunately, there isn't a good wide receiver here, and there isn't a good D tackle here either. So that is a little unfortunate. So those become the 2 most important positions to get in the draft. So yeah, wide receiver 1 still very important. But overall, the offense looks good, and defensively, yeah, I mean, just looks miles better. So D tackle, obviously our number 1 priority. We'll rock with Simmons and Jordan Fuller still as the safeties. Ernest Jones obviously is earned and rolled there. We do have D tackles, but I think we need a D tackle, and then getting Greg Newsome is amazing. So JC Horn, Travis Hunter, Greg Newsome. I mean, what more could you possibly want out of some corners? That's fantastic. So yeah, D tackle, wide receiver. That's what we'll be looking for in the draft. Hopefully we can address those positions. It sucks when we won't have a higher pick, but obviously making the playoffs, that's what happens. So we'll see what we can get once we get in the draft. So we'll be picking number, where are we? We're picking 21. I was about to say, we don't have our first. I thought that was already done. Okay, so we have the 21st overall pick. So hopefully we can get a D tackle or wide receiver here that makes sense. It's my goal here. So we have a right outside linebacker. We have a right end and Marvin Jones out of Florida State. We have a right tackle, which obviously would have been perfect, but we signed one. Jermaine Matthews, quarterback. What do we else we got? We do have a wide receiver and Eugene Wilson out of Florida. Don't know much about him, but C catching, A deep route, B release. I mean, I don't know. What do we want to do here? Do we want to take, or is there any good D tackles available to us at all? Is there any? Like, any at all? Doesn't look like it, unfortunately. There's a tight end, but obviously I'm not going to take a tight end. So what about, let's see what D tackles are available. So D tackles, we have Joshua Farmer out of Florida State, but down the board a little bit. So taking him here would probably be, well, I guess we're kind of late in the draft as it is anyway. And then let's look at wide receivers real quick. But those are the 2 positions, obviously. So Eugene Wilson, we have the Stanford wide receiver. We have Baryon Brown from Kentucky. I feel like we can get a wide receiver in round 2. So you know what? Screw it. We are going to reach for this D tackle. We need somebody there. We're late in the draft anyway. So I'm going to draft Joshua Farmer, I should say. I don't know why that was so hard to say. But welcome. So number 74 Drew Value drafted 21. So only normal dev, which is a little disappointing, but regardless, it was a position we needed, and we'll see if we can get a good wide receiver in round 2. That's the hope anyway. So let's see what we got here, if any of those wide receivers made it to our pick. So we do have Baryon Brown still there. I know he's like a speedster, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So let's go take a look, wide receivers. So we got Baryon Brown, Singleton, Georgia Tech, and we have Deion Burks, Bernard, and that's Auburn. Okay, so Jermaine Bernard. All right, so Baryon Brown, is he gonna be the best player we can take? What's Singleton looking like? So Singleton, A catch in traffic, F deep route, D release. I am going to go ahead and take Eric Singleton here. So welcome to Carolina. Hopefully you end up working out. Number 57 true value. He's only normal dev. So we didn't really get ourselves a wide receiver 1 like I wanted. So wide receiver room still kind of sucks in a way, but it is what it is. We're going to let our assistant GM draft the rest. Maybe at the deadline, we could trade for a wide receiver 1. Maybe. Kind of depends on how we're doing. So maybe at the midseason point, which I don't usually do, but we might stop to make a trade for a good wide receiver because... I mean, we get Bryce Young a weapon at wide receiver, you know, like Carolina did with Deontay Johnson. That didn't really work out too much. They traded him. Now he's in Baltimore. Things are weird there right now with him. But all right, we'll look at this lineup and we'll take a look at, you know, we could still trade for one right now, technically, too. But I don't know. I think I want to wait till the deadline to look at that. So best lineups looking like this. So Singleton's a 7 for overall, which is fine. But again, I wanted like a wide receiver 1. So they did draft us a young safety, which is nice. And then Jordan Farmer ended up being okay. And they drafted another hidden dev D tackle. So we're going to start both of them. But yeah, overall, this should be a solid season if I had to guess. The fact we made the playoffs last year with the roster, I'm assuming we can do the same thing. All right, I'll see you guys maybe at the midseason point to make a trade. Or I'll just obviously see you guys in the playoffs, hopefully, again. I decided not to stop at the trade deadline, but we do finish up at 12-5 on the season. So Bryce Young continues to be really good, which is great to see, which is what we wanted. And I just didn't expect it to turn around this quickly, but here we are anyway. So 18th NFL, so regression a little bit, it looks like, unfortunately. But hey, defensively, we were a lot better, which is nice. 30-7 Bryce Young, so still a really good touchdown interception ratio. 1,100 yards, 16 touchdowns from Hubbard. Eric Singleton, yeah, he ended up being pretty good. So not bad. 1,100 yards, 7 touchdowns for the rook. Sanders was involved too. He's turning into an incredible tight end for this offense. And then sacks-wise, Stewart continues to be phenomenal. 13.5, 8 from Derek Brown. And then you had 6 interceptions from J.C. Horn, 4 from Newsome, and then 3 from Simmons, and 2 from Ernest Jones. So let's jump into this playoff game against my fellow favorite team, the Washington Commanders. And let's see if we can come out here and beat the Commanders to go on a run. So LSU alumni versus Alabama alumni. Jaden Daniels, Bryce Young. Let's see if we can come out here and take care of home field advantage in this first playoff game. Well, I guess it's not the first one of the video because we made it earlier. Good field position, and we throw an interception. Unfortunately, it looks like it's going to be a quick 6-0. So still one possession game. We've done nothing so far. 8 seconds left. Let me see if I can get just a freaking weird touchdown. I'm just going to see if we can get a fluky touchdown really quickly. I doubt it, but you never know with Madden. You can get some weird things to happen. So I'm going to throw Leggett on a go route and see if they allow him to be one-on-one or something. I'm going to get sacked, so that's not going to work out. All right, well, that's going to be the end of the half. So let's just, you know, end this. Or I guess we could have, let's screw it. Call a timeout. Let's rock it again. Let's do something again, and let's see if we can make something happen. So, you know, we took a quick sack there, but we're going to throw Atwell and Leggett on a go route, see if one of them leaves them one-on-one. That's not one. Oh, okay. This, yeah, I was going to say, kind of had a chance, but probably was never going to work out. So, all right. Halftime, we're down 6-0. So, we just got to, you know, I don't know, just throw it medium. I don't know. Defend inside run. We got to stop B-Rob. All right. So, we're going to go back to obviously watching this and see if we can go score on our first drive. And we will. 6-7. That's nice. Defense going to stop. It's going to be a field goal from the Washington Commanders. Fourth quarter time. We'll go score here. No. 2 minutes left. And all we got to do is kick a field goal to win the game. Yeah, sign me up for that. We do have Leggett one-on-one, low-key. I kind of want to take advantage of that. So, yeah, he's there. Leggett. Oh, my gosh. This was way overthrown, Bryce Young. What are we doing? That shot was there, and we just sailed it like that? Dude, what are we doing, man? All right. Well, but it is what it is. What can we do about it now? Let's just move on, and let's see if we can get nice yards with Ooh, yeah, sit down, Quan Martin. Sit your ass down. All right, let's see if we can get a first down. I'm going Leggett quickly here. That is going to be a first down, so we needed that. 2 interceptions from Bryce Young in this game, unfortunately. I didn't expect to be jumping in the games this early, to be honest with you, but I mean, dude, Bryce Young, he's been incredible, man. So we're going to scramble for a first down to get even closer. All we need is a field goal range. So we're just going to continue to turn out this clock. They're playing up. So low-key, I kind of want to hit them with some play action. Ooh, they're blitzing me, though. I got to go 2-2 Outwell quickly. And that's going to be a nice catch. We needed that. Let's go. So I thought the pressure was going to get to me very quick, so I thought I had to get rid of the ball fast. But thankfully, we are going to be more more than field goal range. We are definitely in it. So can I cut this? Hubbard. All right. So we're going to continue. Washington's going to start calling their timeouts, which makes sense. Obviously, they want the ball back. All we need is a field goal to win the game. It's 9-7. So let's see if we can continue to get first downs here. That's going to be ooh, you want it again? This time it's former Panther Jeremy Chin, I think. So we might just take this end zone, dude. I mean, let's just take it the touchdown lead. And they're going to use all their timeouts. And then, you know, what are they going to do then? Or we'll be on the 1 and have an easy field goal. So, I mean, you really can't lose here. So their last timeout. 2 seconds left in the clock. QB run. We can sneak it, but I'm going to go chew. Actually, let's not put on chew clock. Let's just continue to feed Hubbard. If he goes in, he goes in. We can kneel it and kick the field goal, but I'm fine with just scoring a touchdown. That's a gape. Oh, just kidding. That hole closed fast. All right. That's fine. We're going to take some time up the clock. That's actually okay with me. I still low-key want to just pass this for a touchdown because I hate field goals in Madden, dude. So Singleton, I'm looking for you, or Hubbard on the out route. If it's not there, let's take the sack, though. So Hubbard is there for the touchdown, and he gets in. So that is going to be 25 seconds left in the clock for Washington, and that's all she wrote. So we're moving on to the divisional round by jumping in and saving the day. 14-9. We're going to need to score more points, though, as we go further, because I don't think 14 is going to get it done in, you know, the next coming games. Although our defense is pretty good, so maybe they can hold teams, you know, to low-scoring affairs. We'll see. So we will be at home once again, but this time we welcome in Jordan Love and the Packers. So let's see if we can come out here and take care of Jordan Love and the Packers. This is at home. As I said, we're going to need to score more points than we did, I believe, in this game. Interception from Ernest Jones. That's massive. It said 80 yards like return, but it feels like every time I see that, it feels like we never start with the field position like Madden tells you. Like we missed the extra point. Of course, we're down 1. Can we go score on this drive? No. Can we get a stop on defense? And it's gonna be 10-6 with 1:09 left. Okay, so at least we get the ball back with some time, so I can come out here and try to take the lead at least. So that's, you know, all you can ask for. All right, so I'm gonna throw Leggett on a go route, even though we missed this earlier. So let's see if we can. I'm gonna go. Ooh, this is. Yeah, that was dangerous. Probably shouldn't have thrown that. So my bad. All good. We make mistakes. 4 verts. Let's see if we can come out here. So Leggett, I mean, dude, I keep wanting to hit it, but let's see if they leave him. Yeah, he's 1-on-1. We're gonna try it. This time, this is gonna be a good ball. That might be a 1-play touchdown. And yeah, we're gonna house this. So Green Bay does have all 3 timeouts, so they can kick the field goal to tie it. We're gonna see if we can come out here. And, you know, if it'd be a 14-10 ball game if our kicker could have made his extra point earlier. But all right, we have to guard Jordan Love, and we have Leo Chenal, superstar X Factor. So let's see if we can. They do have all 3 timeouts, as long as we don't allow a freaking touchdown. So tackle him in bounds. That's fine. That's only 5 yards. We'll absolutely live with that. That is totally fine with me. All right, so let's continue. I think I clicked the wrong play. I did not mean to click whatever I just clicked. So, all right, we're going to continue to play coverage. So they did not call timeout, actually. That's interception. Oh, my goodness. I thought that was going to be picked. That was to Jaden Reed. Spencer Schrader is the kicker who just kicked for the Chiefs and already got placed on IR. So Chiefs are having some kicker problems in real life. But all right, that was almost picked and should have been, honestly. But we could punch our ticket to the NFC Championship with a stop here. I mean, once again, our defense is doing good. This is how the Giants video went, too. That should be a sack. They're going to have to burn the timeout, 4th and 16. You're not going to burn a timeout here? Oh, my goodness. You guys are crazy. 24 seconds left. Play action. Oh, my goodness. I'm stupid. But, all right. 1st and 10. I should have played that a lot better. So, this is not over. That was a massive play by Jordan Love. That's my fault, though. I should have been there. 20 seconds left. Jordan Love, if you take another sack, you're in trouble, buddy. But I'm here this time. You're not going to get to Jaden Reed. That. Ooh, he still threw it, though. I didn't expect him to throw that anymore. I thought he saw that was well covered. Still threw it. If I was in position, that could have been picked, man. I got to be better. All right, so 15 seconds left. They're still going to be able to get in field goal range. They still have a timeout, so we just can't allow completion inbounds. That is fine. That's going to be 3rd and 5 and 11 seconds left. So, yeah, we're cool with that. I keep clicking the wrong freaking play, dude. My bad. We're going to go back to cover 6, and we're going to see if we can get a inbounds completion here, maybe. Oh, we threw it away. 4th and 5. Do we bring pressure? No, we don't. We play coverage. We can't play prevent. Actually, we can. We can absolutely play prevent. So let's just play prevent because They're gonna have to complete this, you know, for obviously. Yeah, I clicked the right play. I was like, damn, I gotta click the right play, and I finally did. All right, so 7 seconds left. I'm just gonna. Okay. You could have gotten out of bounds and you didn't. Oh, I have 1 second. That's game. I don't know why he didn't run out of bounds. They actually would have had a chance there. But you know what? We'll take the, AI being stupid. We're heading to the NFC Championship. Didn't expect it to be this quick, to be honest, but hey, I'll take it. So it is NFC Championship time, and we are going to be playing the Dallas Cowboys, of course. Who else would it be than the Cowboys? So Bryce Young versus Dak. We're also using their playbook, obviously. But we're going to have to score points in this game. Looks like we have good field position, so we don't score off of it, though, which is just annoying. But 0-0, but I promise you it's not going to stay that way for long. Dallas is going to put up points. We get a touchdown, which is nice. So it's 6-7. Scoring off our first half possession would be great, but we are going to score here. So 6-14. 3 minutes left. 1 touchdown would end this game, or a field goal. I mean, this game would be over, so I feel like if we don't score here, I'm going to put on True Clock, and we are going to run the rock with Chuba Hubbard because the man's a beast. So I'm going to give him the rock. We're going to take as much time off the clock as possible. Let's just see if we can feed the man. So that's going to be a good start to this drive. And I don't know why I'm doing no huddle. That makes no sense. But a lot of time still going to come off the clock. So we'll continue to just turn out yards here. 68 gave me a block. That's not... Ooh, I don't know how he held on to that football. But this should take us to the 2-minute warning. I'm not going to run, no huddle this time like an idiot. So 2-minute warning upon us. I won't hike this. It's going to be 2nd and 8. So I actually think I'm going to come out here and pass because I want to reset. Or do we run it? I'm going to run the ball. Let's run the ball. Because that first play or that first run went really well. So let's see if we can get another really good run. Obviously keeping this ball on the ground in this rainy weather works to our advantage. Ooh. Yeah, I'll take that. 3rd and 2. So Dallas is going to start using their timeouts. We need a fullback dive. Not going to toss it because that's just too risky. Yeah, I'm actually cool with giving this to Jonathan Brooks and see if he can come up with this. This is our other running back. It's there. Can we get it? Yes, we do. First down. So one more first down and this game is over. And we're headed to... actually, I guess this game is pretty much all but over. I think there will be a little bit of time left, but one more first down ends the game. So let's continue to hand off the rock, and we are going to gain 3 there, so that's decent. And now we'll go right back to it. So inside zone seems to be working so far. And let's just continue to run this rock. So this will take a lot of time off the clock. So we have no timeouts left, and that is going to be a first down and then some. Let's just slide. Oh, did we get out of bounds? Oh, I think we got tackled out of bounds, dude. That's annoying. But this game's over regardless. Or no, we didn't. Clock's running. The game is over. All these games have been low scoring. So our defense has been playing incredible. But now we're off to the Super Bowl. We'll see who ends up being. But defense, man, it's been great. And we really can't complain. So obviously Travis Hunter and JC Horn helps out a ton. Derek Brown. We got Leo Chenal. It's been great, man. It's been working in our favor. So we have ourselves another battle of the cats in the Super Bowl. And it's going to be the Cincinnati Bengals. I don't see them here too often. So Panthers versus Bengals in the bowl. Let's see if we can come out here and win the Super Bowl. We got this far, so let's see if we can continue to hold a good offense to, just like 7 points, 10 points, 14, whatever it may be. Let's score on our first drive. Of course we don't. It's 7-0 for the Bengals, and we will respond with a touchdown. 7-7 so far. Can we go score here? No. 1:35 left in the clock. Let me come out here and ice this game away, man. I want to make sure that we take advantage of this 2-minute drill and we come out here with a touchdown at the end of the day. So that is the goal. So let's see if we can make that happen. I'm going to go, just kidding, I'm going to get almost sacked, but I was just going to take a few yards from our tight end. Unfortunately, I did not get the play off in time. So we're going to continue to look for our running back underneath. Leggett, you've come up big for us, but Hubbard's going to be there for a really nice gain. So we're going to continue to take those yards. So let's no huddle this. Bryce Young only 76 yards so far. Let's slip screen to Chuba Hubbard. I mean, he's one of our best players in the offense. So let's continue to feed him. Logan Wilson, unfortunately, is going to get around our blocker, and we get nothing out of that, though, unfortunately. All right, so play action. Let's go 4 verticals again. We like anything here? No. We might just go to Hubbard underneath if he gets open. He is there for just a... Oh, I thought he was about to break 2 tackles. So we can low-key still get a field goal, if nothing else. So we'll take that. We're not quite in field goal range, but we're very close. I'm going to go A. Ooh, that was honestly... Low key, that could have been called a legal, offensive PI, but that thankfully was not called. I don't even know if they call that in Madden. But yeah, that looked like an illegal screen, to be honest with you. But hey, it worked, man. So can't be too mad. I'm going to look to see if we can punch this in the end zone. But again, we're fine with just settling for the field goal. I might just scramble this with Bryce Young. I'm going to slide this, though. Let's call our second timeout, getting closer to the end zone. And let's see if we can punch this in for a touchdown. 2nd and 2. I'm going to throw Atwell. Or actually, I'm going to throw Singleton on a go. We'll see if the seam opens up. I'm actually going to go to our tight end here. Oh, that might be way overthrown. Just kidding. What a catch. We scored a touchdown before the half. That was beautiful. All right, so we take advantage of that, and we get the ball back. Can we score again? Yes, 21-7. It's beautiful so far. 14-21. Can we go score again? Yes, we can, and that is going to be all she wrote. They do have 2 timeouts, but it doesn't matter at the end of the day. We bring a Super Bowl to Carolina with Bryce Young being the quarterback, man. Just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. That possession was needed. We scored before the half, and we took a nice lead after in the second half as well. And that was all she wrote. So we rebuild the Panthers. It went a lot quicker than I even anticipated. So, very happy with this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We're going to continue to just kind of have some random videos here and there until the season ends. And once the season is over, we'll get into our 32 offseason rebuild series, where we're going to be talking about what each team should do in the offseason, which will be, make for an interesting video or interesting series once again. But thank you guys for watching. I will see you all in the next one. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.